exposure down, చాలా exposure down here.
From the seeds of a dream sown 4 decades ago to the towering tree of achievement we stand beneath today, nurturing minds, building character, and carrying forward a legacy of learning rooted in parampara.
Today is a celebration of the past, a recognition of the present, and a promise for the future.
Good morning and a very warm welcome to our chairman, AE Group, Mr. Nello Emmanuel, Chairperson Education, Mr. Sachin Emmanuel, Managing Director, AE Group, Mr. Ashish Emmanuel, honorable guests, teachers, friends, ladies and gentlemen. We are gathered here this morning to celebrate the 40th glorious year of our Founders' Day. Kindly join us as Rayansh Anil from Akira leads us in a prayer.
Let us pray. God Almighty, King of heaven and earth, let your light of wisdom shine upon us on our Founders' Day. On this 40th anniversary celebration, we lift our hearts in gratitude for the true greatness and vision of our founder, Mr. Louis Emmanuel, who dreamed of education for all. We thank you for the many blessings bestowed on us as a result of his mission. Father, we implore that through your guidance, may every student of St.Andrews School excel in their journeys, as otherwise discover hidden talents and strive for truth and knowledge. Let your abiding peace reign in our hearts. Continue, dear Lord, your favor towards us to walk in the path of commitment of all our founders showed us. Amen.
40 years ago, a dream took root in the hearts of a devoted family, a dream to make quality education accessible to all, to light the lamp of knowledge and plant the seeds of hope. With deep respect and gratitude, we felicitate the family whose dream gave thousands the wings to fly. As the hymn in his time fills the air, we invite you to join us in honoring the founding family whose faith, courage, and commitment turned vision into reality.
Compared to both other cameras. But some points they make it more cool.
Song I have to sing, be to you.
you to our wonderful choir for that soul-stirring rendition of
Inner time, and to the family family. Your vision, your values, and your unwavering dedication continue to inspire us all. Today, we stand on the foundation you so lovingly laid with pride and gratitude in our hearts.
We celebrate Founders Day with joyous applause.
For every cherished dream that has been realized, once again, we shall take the pledge to make this year the best we can.
Founders' Day is the day on which we are vested the authority of being leaders. This day will be engraved in the history of St.Andrews School, Marredpally, as we host our Investiture ceremony. Today, standard bearers on the solemn occasion are invested with the grave duty of taking St. Andrews into the future.
We ask all our dear guests and teachers to bless our new band of leaders, so that God may grant them wisdom, courage, strength, and guidance to do their duty well. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have the swearing-in ceremony. The newly elected captains will now assume office. They will come forward to receive their respective flags and badges.
On the ground, camp 3.
कैमरा पर मारता रहना
May I request the Chairperson Education, Mrs. Hyacinth Emmanuel, to kindly confer the authority of school captainship on the selected members. School captains.
Okay, fine.
Head boy. Aditya Arun Sarathi. Head girl. Amrita Varshini. Thank you, ma'am.
May I call upon the Managing Director, AEU, Mr. Ashish Emmanuel, to kindly invest the nominees with the office of the United Students Organization. United Students Organization President Asher Jordan. United Students Organization Vice President Lahiri Ravuri.
May I request Mr. Ashish Emmanuel to also kindly invest the Youth for Service Captain. Youth for Service Captain J.L. Manashe. Youth for Service Vice Captain Riya Damti. Thank you, sir.
May I call upon the principal of our school, Mrs. Reja Cherian, to kindly invest the sports captain. True leaders shine brightest in challenging times. So does our sports vice captain, Sai Shreya, a dedicated badminton player who had an unfortunate injury during a match. Shows us all what real courage is by her very presence. Sports vice captain, Sai Shreya. Sports captain, Ethan Matthew.
I request Mrs. Lija Chelli to also
All individuals inclusive.
to also kindly invest the captain of Emerald Gladiators.
Captain Kartikeya Burga. Thank you, ma'am.
We all are ready to fight with all our strength and might. Come on, it's time to late. We have to celebrate. Come on, now get on your feet. Ready to deal with the heat. We gladiators stand so bright. Gladiators in the light. Gladiators from the storm. Gladiators from the storm.
May I call upon the Vice Principal of our school, Mrs. Yasmin Sheikh, to formally honor the captain of Ruby Spartans. Captain Ramsha Abid.
Shine so bright and red, all over the best. Come on, let's make some noise. We just need the rest. Every step we walk, we're never gonna take it back. When the Spartans won't give in, the Ruby Spartans won't give in. The fiery reds born to win. The sparkling Ruby Spartans.
I request Mrs. Yasmin Sheikh to also kindly invest the Sapphire Knights captain. Captain D. Ashmita. Thank you, ma'am.
Underneath the clouded sky, let our banners flutter high with flashing steel and ringing shields. The fire sweep the battlefield in our armors white and blue. We are the best, we know it's true. We are the knights, Sapphire Knights, conquering heights, Sapphire Knights, winning our fights, Sapphire Knights. We are the knights.
May I call upon the principal of Akira, Mrs. Sujit Jacob, to kindly honor the Topaz Vikings captain. Captain Sridhar Dhanush. I request Mrs. Suju Jacob to also invest the head chorister. Head chorister Mahima Trasnina. Thank you, ma'am.
The school cabinet will now come forward for their solemn pledge, which will be taken by the school captains.
Our Father, and with you as witness, we, the school captains, on behalf of the school cabinet, pledge ourselves in the service of St.Andrews School. We solemnly promise to carry out our duties as captains of the school in all honesty and sincerity. We will strive to uphold the honor of this institution, lead by example, and as members of the student leadership cabinet, prove to be worthy ambassadors of the school.
On behalf of the class monitors and the United Students Organization, Muhammad Siddiq of Class 1 will now take the pledge.
We, the newly elected class captains and members of the United Students Organization, promise to abide by the rules and regulations of our alma mater, St. Andrews School. We swear to be honest, hardworking, disciplined, and balanced in our judgment. We shall use the opportunities given to us to keep the school flag flying high.
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. On this glorious occasion, we request Mr. Ashish Emmanuel to kindly felicitate our staff who have stood by the school for 25 years. It is indeed a proud moment for all of us.
We welcome Mr. Venkat Rao. His unwavering commitment and dedication deserve our utmost appreciation. Your artistic vision and skilled craftsmanship have brought countless props and sets to life on our stage, enriching every school program. Beyond that, your sincerity, precision, and extraordinary craft have left an enduring mark on our school. Thank you for being the quiet strength behind so much of our success. Thank you, sir. We congratulate our newly elected captains as they march along the 40-year line, a magnificent tribute to 4 decades of our school's legacy of excellence and unity. The school choir will cheer all the captains as they march to their houses. The captains will now take charge of their houses and present them before the chief guest and vesting officer, the managing director, AE Group, Mr. Ashish Emmanuel.
White frame better na my bro. Can't see. White frame. Focus on the first part and my right side.
March past is led by the school captains, head boy Aditya Arun Sarathi and head girl Amrita Varshini. Behind them marching are the United Students Organization President Asher Jordan Ignatius and Vice President Lehari Ramuri.
They are followed by Youth for Service captains J.L. Manashe and Youth for Service Vice Captain Ria Danti.
Following them, we have our sports captain Ethan Matthew and head chorister Mahima Treslina.
Approaching the saluting base now are the Emerald Gladiators. They are led by Captain Kartikeya Burra. They stand for courage, strength and confidence.
Behind them marching are the Ruby Spartans. They are led by Captain Ramsha Abid. They stand for discipline, diligence and simplicity.
Then follow the Sapphire Knights. They are led by Captain D. Ashmita. They stand for chivalry and adventurous spirit.
led by Captain Sridhar Tanush. They stand for bravery, boldness, and a quest for knowledge.
Now for the event we are all looking forward to, a walk down memory lane as we journey through 4 glorious decades of dreams, dedication and discovery. As we celebrate our 40th Founders Day, let us unfold the pages of time, rich with memories, moments and the nostalgia that lives in every corner of our beloved school. Get ready to relive the magic, all decade by decade, as we honor the past, embrace the present, and look ahead to a shining future.
Today, we invite you to turn the pages of time with us. On this field lies a book, not just any book, but a symbol of our legacy. As we flip open the first chapter, the decade 1985 to 1995, we step into the pages of our school's history. We welcome a vision from the past. The classic uniform with its proud blue collar and striking red and white checks, once worn by generations of tiny feet echoing laughter in the corridors, and of a school beginning to shine. Let us relive those precious moments through a special video montage. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the screen. And as the page turns, so does time, presenting to you a delightful action song by the students of Class 3, set to the cheerful tune of My School Will Shine, a song once sung by little voices in that very decade. Because indeed, our school did shine and continues to shine brighter every year.
Our school will shine today. Our school will shine. Our school will shine today. All down the line. Our school will shine today. Our school will shine. When the sun goes down, when the moon goes up, our school will shine. Our school will shine today. Our school will shine. Our school will shine today, all down the line. Our school will shine today. Our school will shine. When the sun goes down, when the moon goes up, our school will shine. Our school will shine today. Our school will shine. Our school will shine today, all down the line. Our school will shine today. Our school will shine. When the sun goes down, when the moon goes up, our school will shine. When the sun goes down, when the moon goes up, our school will shine. When the sun goes down, when the moon goes up, our school will shine.
Let's give our little stars a big round of applause for that bright and joyful performance.
To the vibrant decade of 1995 to 2005, the early days of our school. Sports Day was a sea of white, boys in shirts and trousers, girls in dresses, adorned with vibrant house color sashes and flowing flaps that framed their shoulders with pride. Every thread whispered stories of teamwork, discipline, and belonging. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the screen. Reliving those proud moments as two of our students stepped forward in the iconic white sports uniform of the era, carrying the torch, a symbol of energy, excellence, and enduring tradition. Flame is passed on. Let's soak in the spirit of that time. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause as we watch the field come alive with color and rhythm. let's give our performers a big round of applause for that vibrant and colorful flower drill.
And now we flip to one of the most colorful and imaginative chapters of our story, where learning leapt off the pages and came to life on stage. The decade 2005 to 2015. The decade of red and navy blue with thin red stripes on white spoke of precision and poise, while navy blue trousers brought in a bold elegance, a uniform that carried the legacy forward with confidence. Today, we bring back one of the most loved moments from that decade, our very own adaptation of the Jungle Book, where Mowgli roamed freely, Baloo danced with joy, Bagheera watched wisely, and Hathi marched with pride. As the choir sings the delightful tune, The Bare Necessities, watch the field transform into a vibrant jungle, where our students recreate that magical world with Mowgli, Baloo, and the jungle itself springing to life once more. Let's relive the innocence, the laughter, and the timeless message hidden in the wild, because sometimes the simplest things leave the most lasting memories.
Get out of my back!
Hey, you're not a rock.
Look at me. I'm Baloo the bear, big and strong.
Ha ha, you don't look that strong. Maybe Baloo's stronger than you. Ha ha.
You want to fight me like a bear? Give me a growl.
Grrr.
Ha ha, no silly. I need a big bear growl.
Grrr.
That's it. Now watch this.
Not bad. But how I wish the Jungle Book would come to life for real. Then I could show you how strong Baloo actually is.
Hey, listen! The Jungle Book is coming to life. Yay!
And now, presenting our young androids of Class 4. Let's give a round of applause as we watch the field come alive with rhythm, power, and unstoppable energy. As our students present a dumbbell drill packed with style, strength, and vibrant moves, bringing back a treasured memory. Get ready to relive the magic all over again. A true tribute to a legacy in motion, full of spark, strength, and spirit.
Camel, tilt down, yeah. Camel, clear and also confidence doing. Camel, sure, yeah. Watching. This is perfect. Maintain this frame. Maintain this frame. That red flag is coming in the frame. Kishore, can you do something about it?
Watch them as they weave a stunning spectacle of grace. With every move, they salute 40 glorious years of excellence. And now, as they strike their final pose, behold, SAS at 40 years, frozen in time but burning with pride.
Now, as we honor the legacy of our school, we are delighted to welcome our ex-choir master, Mr. Noel Iman, who led our choir with passion and discipline for over 2 decades. Joining him are the proud alumni who once sang under his baton. Together with our present choir, they will now lead us in singing the school anthem. May I request you to kindly stand for the school anthem.
St.Andrews, our path and our vision, our light on life's goals and its aims, the guide in our every decision, our torches are lit with your flames, to build up a nation united, to mold all its people in one. Yes, that is the star we have sighted, the aim of the race that we run. Whatever our faith or religion, as brothers and sisters we walk. Whatever our state or our region, we're one as a people and flow. In wisdom and truth we are growing, as work and at play and in mud, the fruit of our learning and knowing is service to all while on earth. St. Andrews, our path and our vision, our light on life's goals and its aims, the guide in our every decision, our torches are lit with your flames.
Kindly be seated.
May we now request you to turn your attention to the screen as we relive a breathtaking moment from our Silver Jubilee celebrations. A Cessna stood across our campus, showering petals in honor of our school's 25 glorious years.
Thank you.
Look up in the sky for a breathtaking spectacle.
I didn't think it was that thick.
This sound.
But it was like a feet.
And now, it's time to bring the curtain down in true St. Andrews style as we flip the pages to the present decade. 2015 to 2025, a time when our school's values have blossomed brighter than ever. This chapter of our journey is not just about achievements, but about the quiet strength of values. As the choir breathes life into the enchanting melody, good things grow from the timeless tale of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Students of classes 6 and 7 bring these values to life through a graceful and expressive dance. Because here, good things don't just grow, they flourish.
This land, home we come to know, where magic and light fills the air, where we plant the Tennessee
What a charming and graceful performance, truly showing us that with care and kindness, good things grow and flourish. Let's give our wonderful dancers a huge round of applause.
Thank you for walking with us through 40 golden years, from chalkboards to smartboards, from tiny steps to giant leaps. Essays at 40, not just a number, but a celebration of 4 decades of dreams, dedication, and determination. Here's to the past that built us, the present that drives us, and the future that awaits.
All the contingents are requested to jog to the roll of drums and assemble on the field. We request our chairman, AE Group, Mr. Nello Emmanuel, to address the gathering.
My dear parents, students, and all my colleagues, you have made this day very, very special for all of us. I don't know where to start with the choir. It was absolutely fantastic. And everything that you did today has really made St. Andrews proud. I don't know, parents, if you all have realized that this young group of students went back to the archives of St. Andrews 40 years and took out different eras of performances, and they recreated this today. And it was such a fantastic, nostalgic moment for all of us, for those of us who have been there. For instance, I don't know whether you realized that the formation that they made there was SAS, St. Andrews School. In those days, we did not have drones, so on top of the building, somebody had to go and take a photograph so that you could see it, that it was a formation. Today, you have a drone. Likewise, we had a real Cessna plane. A good friend of mine, Captain Randava, he flew over the school and dropped rose petals. And today, we had a drone doing that. So it was a really, really fantastic show. I think it's time, that we put our hands together for Miss Lija Cherian, the principal of our school, the vice principal, Miss Yasmin Sheikh, the chief coordinator, Daniel Bichala, and their teams for putting up such a fantastic show. Kids, that number, the bare necessities, you have done such a fantastic job, especially the choir. You all are given Walt Disney an absolute complex. I hope you guys watched that movie. It was produced in 1967. It's a fantastic movie. Watch it if you did not. Keeping in mind of today's theme, Parampara, which means legacy, let me take you down memory lane. The year was 1983. My father was diagnosed with a terminal cancer, and he was dying. So at that time, my brother and myself, by the grace of God, were doing well in our businesses. So he called us and said, "Sons, I want you to do something for me." And we said, "Anything, Dad, whatever you want to." He said, "I want you to build something. You can't keep taking from society. You will have to give back to society." So in my mind, I thought that he was saying, he'll come and tell me to build a cancer hospital. But he said, "No, I want you to build a school. Start a school that every single person can afford it without caste, creed, religion, or economic status to ever come in its way." Now, that was a big challenge in those days. India was an underdeveloped country. The term was a third world country. Money was hard to come by, employment even harder. So the challenge was, not only do we have to lend our name, we have to make sure it's affordable, and it has to be affordable to all. So that was a challenge. So in 1985, under the stewardship of Mrs. Joseph, Mrs. Clarina Emanuel, and Mrs. Hyacinth Emanuel, the school was started. And not in our wildest dreams, 40 years later, did we think that the school will achieve such heights. We had no option but to keep the fee as affordable as possible. We had no option but to think of devices that would be used. So to make ourselves efficiency, knock out inefficiencies, corruption, if I am to say the word, things like that, to make it really efficient. In those days, in 1985, when computers were just beginning to come into play, we started getting our school and its operations computerized. It was the first in the Twin Cities that nobody else had, their operations computerized. The success of the school is not because of one individual. It is the success of us being blessed with an absolutely fantastic team of teachers, staff, and support staff. The testimony is that many of them still work at the school. St.Andrews went on to become one of the best and most sought-after schools in the Twin Cities. We dared to do things that was different, starting with infrastructure. In those days, we only had schools like St. Patrick's, St. Anne's, St. Mary's. There was no corporate schools, and we were not a corporate school, and we will never be a corporate school. We started the school ensuring that, things like infrastructure. The classrooms were made just enough to hold 35 to 37 students. The reason being, you had pressure from the chief minister downwards. You want a seat. We had, in those days, there was no computerization. Would you believe it that people slept on the road outside, waiting the whole night to come in to get an application form, leave alone getting a seat? So at that time, we made sure that if the classrooms were bigger, you will admit more students, and that would bring down the quality. We were the first to computerize, in those days, computers came into play, and students were asked to learn Pascal, Fortran as a software. What nonsense was that, I said. It's like asking a person who wants to drive a car, first you learn how the car works, open up the engine and things like that. So it's stupid. So I said, no, we must do something different. We were the first to have Windows 3.11 in those days and a color monitor. No school ever had it. We were the first to have, again, like they said, smart boards. Before that, we said, in classes, children will have a good learning experience if they have an audiovisual experience. So we put TVs in every single classroom, and content that was researched and made colorfully so that students could learn. That was called a DL board. We called it a DL board in those days. And later on, the invention of the smart board came. So we were ahead. We were ahead of everything in terms of websites. We were the first. In terms of tournaments, we are the ones who started the Louis Emmanuel cricket tournament. Okay? The Emily Emmanuel tournament for basketball, Dr. John D'Souza tournament for football, Father Devasya chess tournament. All these tournaments went on to become the premier tournaments of the Twin Cities. Our cricket team was absolutely a crack team. I remember we won every single tournament that had to be won. I remember at official under 13 cricket tournament that Hyderabad hosted, Azharuddin was the captain. And Azharuddin, in his typical Hyderabadi style, turned to the officials and said, the cricket officials, "Kya miya, ye St. Andrews team hai, ya under 19 ka state team hai?" Because out of the playing 11, 9 students were from St. Andrews. St. Andrews went on to become, and even today it is known for the all-round development of a child, not academics, not sports, but the all-round development of a child. Notwithstanding all of this, our proudest moment, personally for us and for St. Andrews, is establishing of Akira, the school for children with special learning needs. Well, these are all great achievements, undoubtedly, but spare a moment for the values that we imbibed in our students. We had no caste, no creed, no economic status. We had no donations. We've never taken a naya paisa donation when at time, lakhs of rupees in those days would be paid for a seat. No donations. We had no canteens because at that time, unlike today, the economic disparities were such that when you have a canteen, you will have a rich child going to the canteen and a poor child watching. That's the most disruptive, psychological situation that would come down upon this child. We did that, and we continue to do that. A single fee, nothing extra, because you pay a fee, that's it. It included 2 picnics a year. We had no excursions going to Ajanta, Ellora, nothing, because again, rich children could go and poor children could not go. English was the language that had to be spoken in the school. Reason, mother tongue is spoken at home, but the children need to speak English because it's an international language. Younger students were taught to address their older students as Didi, Bhaiya. Students were taught to respect every single person, including the support staff. Money was never, ever in question. You were not allowed to bring money. Children were not allowed to bring money. You can come to on your birthday, but in your uniform, no special dress, no return gifts, just a small little chocolate. Rules are for all. Absolutely no difference. And talking of economic status, I'd like to give you this small little fact. My daughter, my eldest, all our children, by the way, all our children studied in St. Andrews. My eldest daughter, I'm talking about 90. My eldest daughter sat and shared a bench from LKG to class 10 with a gardener who works for us, a gardener's son. The gardener's son has gone on to become a software engineer. But they shared that bench together, often sharing their own tiffins. I recall my son was in class 4 or class 5, a little bit of mischief, and he got suspended. No favoritism. I attended the parent-teacher meet, not as the owner, as a parent. And I made sure that the teacher never allowed me to jump the queue. I waited my turn and had to listen, and if the teacher did not tell me what my children did wrong, they would be hauled up by Mrs. Emmanuel saying that there is no favoritism. All of these achievements cannot be attributed to Mrs. Emmanuel alone, but to the fantastic team that we have been blessed to work with. Today, as I stand here on the threshold of entering the next decade, I can most sincerely tell you that it is not about the campuses that we have across 2 states, Bangalore and Hyderabad. It's not about the 10,500 students who study at St. Andrews. It's not about the lakhs of square feet that we have. It is not about the fabulous infrastructure and so on and so forth that we have. But what makes it so special and what makes St. Andrews so special is the students that we have churned out of the school. They have gone on to make successful lives, be it doctors, engineers, scientists, pilots, businessmen, industrialists, chartered accountants, IT professionals, actors, singers, test cricketers, you name it. All of them have contributed and continue to contribute to society, making them great citizens of our country. And that, my friend, is the legacy that we would like to carry. Today we have so many students who now have their children studying in our school. Many of them have gone on to become teachers. For all of this, we are grateful. And today it thrills my heart to see many of the alumni here. It's only an honor to put our hands together for them. A special shout out to Noel Ayman, our alumni choir master, who's present here today as well. And as I come to the end of this speech, I'd like to tell you that 40 years is almost a lifetime for a man. But trust me, in the life of an institution, St. Andrews has just begun its run. I know that I will not be around to see the next 40, but SAS will be. St. Andrews Schools will be there. And God willing, the parampara and legacy of St. Andrews will continue. Thank you and God bless.
Sir, we thank you for your inspiring message, and we assure you that we will continue to imbibe the quality of being a true android and grow up as good citizens of our great nation. Our school head girl, Amrita Varshini, will now propose the vote of thanks.
As a school captain, it is my proud privilege to thank our directors for their continued support and encouragement to all of us. We thank our honored guests, Mr. Nello Emmanuel, Mrs. Hyacinth Emmanuel, and Mr. Ashish Emmanuel for having graced this occasion. We are indeed grateful. We thank our dear parents, distinguished guests, and all my dear friends for being here with us on this very special occasion. We thank our dear teachers for their unstinted support and guidance in all our endeavors. Have a wonderful day ahead.
May I request you to kindly stand for the national anthem. The school choir will now sing the national anthem.
Jai